Welcome everyone, welcome. It's been quite a while. It's been quite a while. So come on in and let's ride. Anyway, all right. Today we're going to talk about, we're going to give you a couple of updates as to what's been going on in the case. The case is at issue, it's moving. Soon there will be decisions on motions. However, we want to say this. Though many of you know we've been in these courts for 2 years, we don't believe that we will be out of any courts anytime soon. Well, we don't expect to be out of court anytime soon. We expect to be in there for at least a few more years. So this thing is going to be ongoing, and we're going to just see what happens, and we'll keep you guys informed as this thing plays out. Now, you guys know that we are primarily in the Arizona District Federal Court. Okay, we have a federal RICO case against some state of Ohio officials and the Columbus FBI field office for dereliction of their duty, and they are being sued under Bivens. There's a Bivens complaint. Now, a Bivens complaint is similar to a 42 USC 1983, but it's the analogous one that is for federal officials, with the 42 USC 1983 being primarily for state officials. Okay, so right now we are in that court in the Federal District of Arizona, and we will be waiting for decisions or motions to come, soon. Also, in addition to that, we are also involved in continuous matters in the state of Ohio as it relates to Moses' divorce. Now, that case is ongoing, and still, that case is still in front of Judge Kim Elena Brown and Magistrate Elliott. Okay, even though they have been doing these unconstitutional acts, they are still allowing them to hear the case. And under the Ohio law, all there has to be is an appearance of bias and prejudice, and then you can have the judge recused if there's an appearance of bias and prejudice. Now, there has been more than an appearance of bias and prejudice as it concerns the issues that are in the court, in the Franklin County Domestic Court, in front of Judge Kim Elena Brown and Magistrate Brian K. Elliott. So that's just further evidence that bias and prejudice has become a commonplace norm in the Franklin County Domestic Court. Bias and prejudice has become a norm, just like violating people's constitutional rights have become a norm. So that's the culture that they are operating in the state of Ohio, and that's a lot of reason why we removed ourselves from that area, simply because it's it's a circus. I'm just going to say it's a goddamn circus. So we just wanted to keep you guys updated on what's going on, and we are prepared like we've been telling you. We have to look at everything from a worst case scenario standpoint. So we don't expect anything good. We expect the worst, so we are prepared for the worst. All right, so we're prepared for that, and we have all of our paperwork pretty much ready. Ready to where if we have to appeal to the Ninth Circuit in California, we'll appeal to the Ninth Circuit. If we have to go beyond that and appeal to the United States Supreme Court again, we'll do that again. It's nothing to us, so we'll do that again. So whatever has to be done for the right thing to be done, we're willing to do, and there is no amount of work that we are not willing to do to seek justice in this situation. We're not going to move on from it. We're not going to let it go. We're not going to spontaneously just up and stop. We're never stopping. Okay, this case and these matters are fresh, like they happened 3 minutes ago. Fresh like they happened 3 minutes ago. We're not playing. We're not playing with these people. They abused the process. So not only did they commit the original crimes, they committed the original crimes, and to add insult to injury, they went on ahead and, protected each other, and they went on ahead and did unconstitutional acts to thwart justice in the matter. So, all of those things, all of those grievances have to be redressed. And, if they're not willing to satisfy us at the end of the day, if we're not happy, we're not going to stop. We're not stopping.
It's like and it kind of appears that just as the thing progresses, it looks like they try to do certain things to try to like maybe be in damage control, or try to do something to take our minds off of what they did. But you don't do that. Like, you don't do that. Like, this stuff, like, because I look at it like this, like, the stuff that they try to do, like, I wouldn't even be standing here right now. I always look at that. I look at what if that stuff would have worked. I could have been gone. A stroke and all that. I could have had, like, major side effects from this stuff. This stuff could have had a major impact on my life, like, negatively. I wouldn't be, could have lost my speech and everything. So, it's like, you can't just do certain things and think you in stealth mode and try to take somebody's mind off of what you did. Crimes were committed. If I go out and commit a crime, I'm going to jail. Are they gonna have me in court? They gonna have me. I'm gonna be indicted for a federal crime. So we have all this evidence of these people committing these crimes, and we know that we not stupid. We understand that most of those people don't have power. The judges and them, they don't have power. They're taking orders from a higher. It's somebody above
a group of the upper echelon members. And and this information is becoming very commonplace. It's getting old. It's becoming harder and harder for people to call other people conspiracy theorists or this, that, and the other, because with this age that we live in, with these internets and all of these cameras, there's cameras everywhere. There's cameras and microphones everywhere. People are always filming and recording, and there's always information to be obtained if a person shall seek that information. So because we have seeked the information and we've seeked answers to get down to the bottom of why this whole thing even happened from the beginning, we had to go back years and years, and we had to really take a fine microscope. And we had to get down to the bottom of why this thing happened, where it originated, and we have all those answers. We know all of everything what we need to know. And the only thing that we're ready for is we're ready to go to trial. So there's been, all this delay of going to trial. There's been all of this delay with these people filing these motions to dismiss and running. And it's very, very simple. If you didn't do anything, and if we're crazy, just let us go to trial, let us present our case, and be done with it. Why you want to put a motion to dismiss in? Wouldn't you rather go to trial, prove your innocence, and have the matter done? Wouldn't you rather do that? And wouldn't you rather collect your attorney fees for somebody filing a frivolous suit against you? So why wouldn't you want to do that? Okay, if our claims are frivolous, and if our claims don't have a leg to stand on, then just go to court, go through the trial, and go through the legal process. That's what it was established for, and that's what it's there for. So why you want to run? Why do you want to put in a motion to dismiss? Why do you want to say, oh, that court doesn't have personal jurisdiction? Why don't you just waive your jurisdiction?
It's hard to play when you're dealing with an attorney. That's
So what's the problem? Okay, you going up against two individuals that's not represented by an attorney, you know, and we're supposed to be dumb. Okay, we're supposed to be dumb. So just come to court and let's just do the paperwork. Y'all want to put in motions to dismiss, these people want to put in motions to dismiss and say, oh, the court doesn't have jurisdiction. Well, we know that the court does have jurisdiction. In any event that they didn't, you could waive your lack of personal jurisdiction defense and just get your counsel and take care of the situation and dead the situation. But no, these people want to try to run because they think that they're going to tire someone out. We're fresh. It's fresh, just like it happened 2 minutes ago. We're on it because what was done in this matter was very devious. It was very devious.
Diabolical.
It was very devious, diabolical, and nefarious what the judge Catherine C. Preston did in the bankruptcy court. I mean, yeah, let's talk about that for a little bit. Would Chapter 7, okay, you can easily do the research and you can easily see a Chapter 7 bankruptcy does not take 18 months to get a discharge. So what was going on in all of that time?
I ain't got no assets. I ain't had no serious assets, so I don't know why it took so long. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, abuse, okay? Association, in fact, enterprise is what it is. And you know, and that's what the RICO law was created for. It was created for regular citizens to act as their own attorneys generals to address when people are coming together to thwart any kind of justice or do any type of crime against you.
Terrorism.
Yeah, it's domestic terrorism. Now, we always see people raise their hand and swear the oath to the Constitution to defend against enemies that is foreign and domestic. But do we ever hear about any of the stories where? Do we ever hear about any of these stories where someone actually or some group of people actually defended themselves against domestic terrorism? We don't hear that, do we?
Yeah, though because if they dealing with an attorney, we already know what they're gonna do. They can't have something like this severe, this type of case in the public. I mean, them not letting us go to trial is inevitable what's going to happen because we have a lot more people watching, and it's going to get worse as time goes by. You know, books going to get written, and it's going to get out there. It's just going to get worse. You know, the best thing to do is let us go, give us our right. You know, give us our right. Let us go to trial and then have our case and wrap it up. Do what you need to settle, whatever you need to do, whatever you need to do. But we need to have our right to go to trial and hear this case.
So at the end of the day, ultimately, we need to be the ones satisfied. So it's not going to be about nobody behind the scenes. It's not going to be about nobody behind the scenes talking about, well, we'll do this and we'll do this and trying to decide what our remedy is going to be. You're not going to decide what our remedy is going to be because we're not going to stop.
Too much time went by. It should have been remedied a long time ago.
A long time ago.
We were still in Iowa. It should have been all wrapped up, but now they let it. That's we said before in one of the videos that we made back in Ohio. It's going to get worse
and worse and worse
as time go by because we're no idiots. You guys think we're idiots. We know cognitive dissonance is strong. You guys think we're not no fools. The awareness level is high. We can see everything you're trying to do. You're not stealthy.
Not at all.
You think what you're doing, the stuff that you're doing is you're doing that in a stealthy manner. It's not gonna work. We see everything that you're doing, and we know it's enriching. I'm happy for this because my awareness level wasn't as high before.
Mm-hmm.
So having gone through this process, it's made my aware level, his aware level, this dude's aware level was off the charts. But my aware level has. Like I learned a lot and I could see a lot. So all this stuff that you guys think you're trying to do, we gonna do this and we gonna do this, trying to think you can calculate us, thinking that we're them folks back in Akron, them niggas back in Akron, you're gonna be wrong every time
because we ain't like them.
you know. So y'all better get it together, and y'all better wrap this up, because we ain't stopping no time soon. And you guys been following me on my channel. You guys see how long I've been on YouTube for. I've been on YouTube for 10 plus years, because that's how passionate I am. That's passion. And once we get onto something, lock onto something, and we passionate about it, you're not letting go. It's not going to, we're not leaving it alone. So again, y'all better wrap this up. Y'all better do what y'all need to do, because this is going 10 years, 20 years, however long it's going to take, it's going to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to keep going. So, you know, and it's bad. I mean, think about it. If you have a cash cow, okay, you making money off of people's ignorance and doing that. All you doing by this going on, you're waking. It's going to wake up.
Yeah, you're threatening your bottom line to your organized cabal is being threatened.
This is creating more people like us. So this is going to be a big thing. I would just wrap it up, get it over with while you can, because the longer it goes on, the worse it's going to get. Because like I said, I'm gonna say it one more time. The stealthiness, the stuff that you guys think you're doing in the stealthy mode, it's not going to work. And you think you're going to do certain things to take my mind, his mind, our mind off of the situation, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You can do anything you want, but if I'm not made whole again, if I'm not getting my rights exercised, that the people die for, it's, you can forget it. We're going to just keep fighting.
And the only people who get to decide what our remedy is us. So, you know, if we agree on something, then, you know, maybe we could come to an agreement on something. But there will be nobody deciding for us. There will be nobody making decisions for us. Do you have a handler? And I don't have one either, and that's the way it's gonna stay. And with that being said, all constitutional rights invoked now waived. And we just wanted to give y'all an update on that video. And
thanks again to the subscribers. Our subscription base shot up a little bit, so we want to welcome you guys to the channel, and just continue to support. I know we go weeks at a time without making videos, but you got to understand that we got a lot of stuff going on, like a lot of work going on. So just welcome to the channel.
All right. Well, until next time, you guys take care. If you have any questions or concerns, enter them in the comment section and they'll be addressed. And until next time, au revoir.
Peace out. Peace out.
Thank you.